I would like to share a question from the audience. Stephanie asked, commodity tea was my gateway to tea, then to other tea cultures. I appreciate sustainable tea and trying to get back to the origins, forest tea, wild tea. But what about those in poverty who can't afford the specialty sustainable tea? Like people in poverty may not have the energy to delve into these questions. These are questions of privilege.
Drink less tea.
But I think that if we can do for the people who can afford, if we can increase the production of tea into more sustainable productions, then we anyway then probably will be one group of people who can afford that. But then we anyway make a bigger part of the production becomes sustainable than it is now, because today is very bad. It's very bad. We have to do something. And poor people is never gonna, not in China, not anywhere, are gonna buy expensive tea, and often tea that grows in a sustainable way becomes expensive.
Look, I just wanted to share, as a person who grew up in the least privileged areas in the whole of China, below, just we are the second poorest province, just above Tibet. I grew up without running water, without heating, and to travel 20 kilometers, it's 8 hours job. And in the mountains, there's no road, there's nothing. So how do these people drink tea? How do these people? First of all, Stephanie, I wanted to say the word specialty tea, sustainability, sustainable tea, all of these things are created here. For those people who live with it, it doesn't really. There's no such concept. So how you do? So when you drink a tea, you because it's less of a conceptualized way of living, I guess. So when these people drink tea, it's just a matter of whatever is around. You make tea depending on what you're given by nature, you make it. And that has been conceptualized as being sustainable, but that's just how poor people live. And when they can't have tea, they dry it, they hang it on the roof, and they just every so often they get some out and drink it. And I think that there's a gap from how we live in the West or more developed world to see how people live back in the days, or back in the in the primitive form. I think there's a very different way of living, so it's very difficult to make an equation of this is how sustainable tea is enjoyed here, and so how does people live back home, and this is how they enjoy sustainable tea. The concept doesn't equate, it doesn't even get translated.